Hello and welcome back to the Fish Locker out on the boat. Whoa. Now just James and I are just on our way out to go and check. What we're going to go and check?
The crab pots!
The crab pots. So we're going to go and check our crab pots.
Yeah!
And what are we hoping to find?
Lobsters, crabs, baby spinosaurs and baby plesiosaurs.
Right, lobsters, crabs, baby spinosaurs and baby plesiosaurs. Now for anyone who isn't familiar with those are baby dinosaurs. Are we going to go and find some?
Yeah!
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Right, ready to go fast?
Yeah!
Yeah, hold on tight. This one did the business. Not one. There we are. Not one, but two little lobsters. Gorgeous, aren't they? Well, that's something to notice. Lobsters have got two different types of claws. They've got a strong one and like a little serrated one. This one has the strong one on the right hand side and the serrated one on the left hand side. And this one has the strong one on the left hand side. So it's kind of like the difference between a left-handed and a right-handed person, isn't it? See the difference in the claws? First of all, dogfish. Not uncommon. Sometimes catch them in the pots. Little male velvet again. Another male velvet. Sea urchin. How's that gone and climbed inside that pot? I'm going to take a photo of him in a minute. A big spiny starfish. A very dark looking conger eel. You can tell this is a rough ground eel because it's so dark. The ones that you see me catching on the reefs, on the wrecks, are usually pale grey. He wasn't messing around, if you can see it there. These blue ones are my homemade pots. There's a video on the channel showing you how to make them. The black ones are commercial pots that I bought. And in this one, nothing but starfish. Got some lovely colours on them. Another lobster, 3 for 3. That's 4 for 4. 4 lobsters in 4 pots. A lovely little guy. A little male lobster. There we go. 90mm they've got to be across the eye. From the back of the eye socket to the back of the carapace. 89. 1mm undersize. There's another little one. Another little male. Right, let's see how big this one is. Oh, we're in luck. 92. 92mm along the back. That's a better sized lobster. See that in there? But there's 2 cracking lobsters in there. First one, a nice big female. Check the tail fans, no V notches. Check the underside, no eggs. Next one. Oh, well over. This guy's 94. We have a male and a female. Right. The female, as you can see, has got a very wide flared tail. If you look at it on a cross section, and the female's tail goes like that because she holds the eggs underneath. Whereas the male's tail goes like that. It's less flared. The next thing to look at is if you look underneath their abdomens on the last leg. Can you see this one here? On the last legs they have these two little white dots, one on either side. And the female doesn't. I don't know how well you can see that. Don't you start. We might be in a position here where we have three. There's another cracker. And another little lobster. Right, I've got all the pots rebaited. I'm just going to talk about these lobsters. We've got three sized lobsters. Three cracking great lobsters. We have a female that's bang on legal, and we have two males that are like 95 or 96. In my area you're only allowed to keep 2 lobsters per day. That gives me perfect opportunity to be able to talk to you about lobster V-notching. These we had a very kind donation to the channel by a gentleman called Richard Kinsaher in America, and I bought a set of V-notching clippers with it. These tail fans of the lobster, there is a scheme called a V-notching scheme. A female can have a V cut into her tail, one of these 2 flaps. I've covered this in a few of my other videos. And there is a law protecting a V-notched lobster. That ensures that there is a breeding stock on the ground at all times. Now after 2 or 3 years, as she sheds her shell, they will grow out, but it ensures that she will survive for 4 or 5 more years to be able to breed. These clippers, all you need to do is, if you take the clippers and there, look, it makes a perfect V. That is a V-notched lobster. Didn't hurt her, and that will protect her now for possibly 4 or 5 years. First off, quite a large velvet swimming crab. Another male, and another one. They're just wick, look. And another, and one more for good luck. But the thing that saves the fleet is a size female. I can tell she's size, she's well over. This guy will probably be legal size. This is a male spider crab. There's a big old female. See all the white worms on her back? You know she's an old girl. That shows you well as well. Generally, as with most species, the males are more aggressive. This is an aggressive pose. The females, that is a defensive pose. Because she usually keeps her eggs in there, she's protecting where's most vulnerable, shall I say. These crabs are about the same size, aren't they? Look at the difference in the size of the claws. The males have got larger claws. Spider crab on the outside. Spider crab on the outside of the pot. Yeah, as I pulled this pot up, there was a spider crab sat on the outside of the pot, just kind of hanging on like that. Little male spider crab. That one there is practically a prawn. Slightly bigger. stacks of these. This one's actually got like leopard spots on it.
And a ballan wrasse.
A big ballan wrasse. First pot we have a spiny starfish eating a velvet swimming crab. Look. And there, the ballan wrasse. This is my homemade parlour pot. You can see it's got one entrance there, and then it's got a parlour at the back. And it's worked perfectly because what happens is the lobsters and crabs can go in and they can't get out, so they go through into the parlour. They get stuck in the back. We have a little male. You can tell it's a male because of them two little dots there at the back. And these fins are harder, bigger than the females. These way undersized. This one could be legal size. What we got? A little female. This is quite a tan one. You can see there, look. There's the top of the head. There's the bottom jaw.
Looks almost prehistoric.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the bait. They've completely stripped it, haven't they? Bigger one out first. Yeah, she's a keeper. Now these can be quite difficult to get out of the pot sometimes. We've got a conger reel in this one. I'll get the crab out first. Now that is a proper sized crab. It's going to go mad, I can tell.
Just tip it over the side.
Right, it's out with the pot. So that's half the battle. Right. There. Look how dark it is. It's a proper reefy, rough ground conger.
I'm gonna touch it.
You aren't going to cook this one. Nice big female. Only got one big claw though. Not well you can see him. First one. He is very bright, isn't he? Very bright coloured pink. We have a male and a female. Perfect opportunity to show you the difference between the pair. Right, the size of the bodies roughly the same. Look at the size of the claw difference. This is a male, it's got a narrow V. This one's a female, it's got a large pad. Look at the size of her claws compared to his claws. Striking difference, isn't there? Much more meat on a male than a female. Quite a large velvet swimming crab spitting up bubbles. I think there's a lobster in here somewhere, I just can't see it. Look how much weeds in this one. Just saw an antenna poking out. Believe it or not, but I think this one is one that I have found before. This female lobster I think is one that I have V-notched in a previous video. You can see there are tails, got two V-notches in it. I think she's probably going to be about 19mm bang on. She'll be close, if it's the one I'm thinking of. There, look, if you can see. I've V-notched her in a previous video. Well, that's good to see. No V-notches, No eggs. How big are you going to be? We have a keeper. There's another lobster. You can see what bait we've got in here. A big old linghead. Yeah, she's way too small, isn't she? We're going to let her go.
And so much expensive.
Yeah, and expensive. Do you want to let her go or not? Do you want me to? You want to?
I want you to.
You want me to? Okay. I don't know if you can see it there in the pot. Oh, kneel on there. You want to hold him?
Yes.
Hold him tight. Right, lift him up and show the camera.
Hello.
Yeah. Well done.
A big tweetle.
It's Patrick. See what bait we've had in here, look. It's a fish carcass, it's a fish spine.
This one's better.
Right, this one's the smaller one, but this one might be close to legal size. Next one.
And it's one. There's a species trap.
This guy is bigger. This guy is legal. Tell by looking at him straight away. We are going to cook this guy. This one's probably got 6 or 7 crabs in. See that? Right. Little male with one little arm. Yes, he is like a fiddler crab, isn't he? Little female. Another little female. 4, 5, 6 crabs, and a very angry velvet crab. Yeah, another male velvet. No, this girl's still a little bit too small to cook. So how many crabs was that? That must have been nearly 10 crabs in one pot.
9.
Was it 9, was it?
Yes.
There you go. Another little male edible. Right. I've only got 1 claw in it, but it might be legal size. Where's that tape measure gone? Oh, it's in my pocket. Yeah. It has got a little owie, hasn't it? It's got an owie because it's missing a claw. Yeah, look. You can hold him if you want. No claws. Those are just starting to grow back. Yes. You can see there. Someone's attempted to put a V-notch in him. Now I don't know what's happened here, whether or not they've found him with no claws on, or they've taken his claws, or what. Yeah. Right, come here. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hold him tight. Show him to the camera.
Hello.
Hello.
Where are we back?
Right, gently put him back.
Where are we down?
Bye bye.
Bye bye,
Right. Again. There's the bait. Big linghead. This one in here, this is a big female. Big old hen. She's come on, let me come. She is covered in these little tiny white worms. Now, these are a different type. These big ones here are called keel worms. These ones, these little ones, are something else. They're called something like spiralis, and they're like little tiny spirals. So these are keel worms, and these are something else. She's got them all over her. She's like tattoos, aren't they? I'll put her down and take some photos of her, and what we'll do is the biggest one of the 2 of these we'll V-notch her and put her back. We'll keep one, and another little one, a little female again. It's all about the girls today. They are a lovely colour blue, aren't they? It's all about the girls. Right, don't even need to measure them to know which one's bigger. This one's a lot bigger, probably 110. Still two cracking lobsters. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some photos of them and then we'll stick a couple of V-notches in this one. There, look. Two perfect V's. Oh yeah, he's got a damaged cruncher claw, hasn't he? Right, when that's finished rocking and rolling, another little edible crab. This lobster, I'm 99% sure it's too small. Looks a little bit too small. And look, as Jim says, he's lost the end of his cruncher. It is a male. Yeah. Do you want to come and let him go?
Where am I swallowing my tongue?
Go on then. Come on then. Right. You've got the glove on the wrong way around. You don't need a strong right hand. You've got a strong right hand anyway. Right. Hold him so tight. You're going to show the camera? Look.
What?
Show everyone up there. Look what you've got. Oh.
Lobster!
Lobster! I'm going to let him go. Oh, look at him swimming. Oh, he was fast, wasn't he?
You're the same thing.
Yeah. Told you, keep hold of them Pringles. Pick them up.
What they spill?
It's okay, pick them up.
And a lobster, and a crab, and a thunderweed.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderweed. Bring that lobster. Oh. He saved it.
Seagulls are eating your Pringles.
One a dog. One a dog.
You have another male. He's a good one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, gently, gently, let him go. Good lad.
So then I did down.
Yeah, you go and sit yourself up there and keep out of trouble. You keep an eye on that crab for me. Oh! You pick him up. Hold him tight. Look at that. Whoa.
Can I throw him back?
You want to throw him back? Right, wait there a second. Right, gently throw him back then. Good lad. I think I'll measure him. Whoa. Oh yes, perfect. 92 millimeters.
It's $700.
Oh yes, it is going home with us. Right, them crabs in there. A little one out first. A little female. Right. Got your strong right hand.
Yeah.
There you go, look, see? Gonna throw her back. Oh, what about this big one? Shall I get this one?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
He's a big
Right. That is a decent sized male. The size of them claws. The monsters, aren't they, them claws? Oh, yes.
Too big to cook.
It's not too big to cook, it's just the right size to cook.
Baby.
Yeah, a big crab and a baby crab.
Do you think that big crab is going to be a female?
I'm not sure, James. What do you think?
Maybe it's going to be a male.
What? He's a big one, isn't he? Not big enough though. Got some nice claws on him, but he's still not big enough. Two lobsters and a crab in this one. In my local area, there are a few bylaws protecting lobsters. One of them is minimum landing size, and that's the size from the back of the eye to the back of the carapace. Another one is that you cannot land a lobster if it's carrying eggs, a buried hen lobster. And another bylaw is protecting V-notched lobsters. This, you can see there, someone has V-notched this. It has a V cut into either that tail flap or that tail flap. So this one is a V-notched lobster. There is a difference, you can tell the difference between what's been a V-notch and what's just damage. This one here has been damaged by another lobster or a crab. That one there is a definite straight cut. Now that is a proper lobster. Look at the size of that one. Right, definitely above minimum landing size. This one here has got to be 110. 109, so just shy of 110. No eggs, no V-notches, perfect. I've managed to find our fishing gear, and as you can see, someone in a boat has steamed over it and cut off one of the boys. Probably dragged it, because we are around about 80 yards away from where I put them down. Luckily there's still one of the boys on there, which is another reason why it's good to put 2 boys on. But yeah, one of the boys has been ripped off. Hopefully the fishing gear, the pots aren't in too bad a shape on the bottom, because sometimes if you can be towed like that, they all just jumble up. We'll see how it is. We have an undersized lobster. Right, tell me what you know about lobsters.
Yes, they hold their eggs underneath.
They hold their eggs underneath, don't they? He's very pink. You want to let him go? What do you know about the claws?
Yes, it has a twister claw and a twisty claw.
Right, which one's the cruncher and which one's the cutter?
That one's the tutter and that one's the swanster.
Touch the cruncher. Which one's that? This
This
one.
one.
And how do you know it's the cruncher? Because it's bigger.
Yeah.
Right. You want to hold on to it? Let it go. Yeah. Oh, we've got lots in this one, haven't we?
What is that?
I don't know if you can see in there. These pots are quite heavy. Well, the real star is this lady here. Whoa. She's a Brahma. No eggs, no V-notches, well above minimum landing size. This one's going to be at least 105. That was worth it just for that one. Right, oh, it's a bit rocky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we found our pots, didn't we?
Yeah.
No plesiosaurs and no spinosauruses, unfortunately. But we did get, tell you what we're going to do, this crab. Can we throw this one back?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to keep this one. James wanted us to keep it to cook it, but I've convinced him that we're going to let it go instead. You going to let it go? Oh, hold on tight. Come on, hold it properly with 2 hands like I showed you. One hand on one side and one hand on the other. Got it tight?
Yeah.
Come on then. Good job. That there is a cracking lobster. Oh, look at the size of it. Big claws. What we're going to turn this one into? We're going to go home and get your mum to cook it for us. Yeah, you're going to help her?
Yes.
Right. What do we say then?
Bye from the fish locker.
Bye from the fish locker. Right. Let me throw you back now.